FutureTrend channel is glad to welcome all of our subscribers, and for the date of 18 October 2018 we are ready to start our analysis of major currencies. Among these currency pairs, we will discuss the situation with a euro dollar, dollar yen, the cable, and dollar Swiss. And what's important at the moment, taking into account that the economic calendar is more or less empty for today, is not so interesting for the market participants. Probably investors should remain under the pressure of a rising United States dollar associated with the last minutes of the Federal Reserve meeting from October, and as you could see from this kind of minutes, the market is more or less ready for another hike from the part of the Federal Reserve in December this year, and it will be the fourth rate increase from the Fed. And taking into account that, if you remember, at the beginning of 2018 the market expected only three increases from the Fed in its benchmark interest rate, and now we are ready to see the four increases, and of course it should boding well for the United States currency, taking into account that all other negative news are are subsiding, and that of course should support the dollar in the very short term. Of course, it will be very important that rising United States Treasury yields um, should not dampen the situation with the United States stock market. And of course, in case of further rising in the yield of United States government papers, of course, in that case, it should dampen the situation with other parts of the world assets markets, and of course, probably it would take abrupt moves for the United States currencies, of course, in the case of extremes, but of course not now. And from the technical point of view, let's see the charts. For example, the euro dollar, which is trading around 114.86, which is slightly below the pivotal support area 115. But now, from technical point of view, we should pay attention to the 2017-2018 uptrend line that's located around 114.05. To be honest, to be correct, and of course, from the point of view of the technical situation, the euro dollar, while trading above that area, should remain more or less stable. That's why we still keep our long trade recommendation from 114.60 with a stop below 114. With a stop below aforementioned uptrend line, and we still target the level of 2018 downtrend that's located at the moment around 117.20. That's in few words about the technical picture for the euro dollar in the very short term. Dollar yen, as you could see, we were more or less lucky to close our short trade recommendation initiated at 114.40. We were lucky to close this position at the targeted level of 111.80. Now we prefer to stand aside because we are still feeling that the dollar yen still remains under the selling pressure, under the downside pressure. But of course, from a longer term point of view, the pair should remain buoyant while trading above aforementioned uptrend line. This uptrend line that was tested during this trading week around the lows of 111.60 This uptrend line still remains unbroken and lies at the moment around 111.80, and while trading above this trend line, probably the dollar yen should remain more or less stable and could initiate another impulse higher. Dollar sterling dollar, here the situation from a longer term point of view should remain buoyant, more or less stable, encouraging for the sterling bulls, while trading above a psychologically important barrier 130, where also lies uptrend line of 2018. And while above that line, probably the cable should remain buoyant and supported, and could test some higher levels in case, for example, of improving situation regarding the future relations between the European Union and UK. And at last, a little bit, a few words about the dollar Swiss. Dollar Swiss, which is trading around the first resistance barrier of 99.50, that gave us opportunity to enter a new short position in the currency. But again, there is important psychological important barrier of the parity level. Also here lies strong offers around this line, to be honest, around 0.9990, and also at 1002025 lies 2017-2018 downtrend line in the currency, and while below that trend line, we suggest that dollar Swiss could turn around and sooner or later initiate another move to the south. That's why we still keep our short trade recommendation at 99.50. We are ready to add to existing position at 0.9990, and we put a stop above 10025, and the target remains 0.98. While why exactly this level? This level is more or less interesting support barrier. Here it is 0.9780, 0.98, but for those looking for a larger profit, probably you could challenge the uptrend line of 2018 that's located around 0.9590 and put your target level around 0.96. At the moment, that's all. Tomorrow we will be a little bit more complex, and we'll try also to cover some other aspects of the world currency markets, where we'll try to understand how to trade in the nearest future in the euro crosses as well as in the commodity block of currencies. FutureTrend channel was with you this time. Take care and bye bye for now.